This is me, and this is my dream job, and this is burnout. And a little bit of burnout doesn't affect you, but a lot really does. And this is what happened to me when I got my dream job in London. In this video, I'm not going to tell you to quit your job or completely change your life. I want to explain to you what I've been through, my story, how I dealt with it, as well as my understanding with success, how I've been able to process that the more I age. Because I went from waking up in a panic attack every single morning, day after day, week after week, to now feeling the happiest, the healthiest, and the most fulfilled I have in years. I may not be earning the same amount of money I did when I was working my corporate job. I am 10 times happier, 10 times healthier, and I have a better relationship with myself and my loved ones. And that's not vilifying money at all. Money makes the world go round. Everyone needs it. We live in a capitalist society. But if the pursuit of money is holding you back, damaging your health, and everything in between, you need to take a good hard look and see if it's worth it. For me, I burnt out when I got my dream job in London. Working with brands like Uber and Emirates, I had the fancy job, my parents were happy, but I wasn't. I thought it was completely normal. The struggle, the stress, the pain, the late nights, applying to work emails on the weekend, the stress I had at work was contributing to my terrible coping mechanisms, my terrible eating, my lack of movement, and it just put me in a spiral. Most mornings I'd wake up in a panic attack, put a brave face on and trudge through the day like nothing's wrong. Mondays were the worst, Wednesdays slowly got better, and I was just holding on for the Fridays. Everywhere I looked, people were doing the same thing. Everybody was struggling, everybody was coping terribly, and I thought it was normal. During 2020, as everybody was, they were working remotely. No one was going to the office. And for me, this was the biggest wake-up call I could experience. It felt like I'd finally taken my rose-colored glasses off. The after-work drinks, the coffee on the way to the train station, all these little things made my day a little bit better. But if you stripped it all back and you just contributed to the work, was it fulfilling? Was it progressing my life or society? And it got to a point where one day I woke up and I went, my job can vanish and society probably would be better for it. It all came crushing down when I had an ultimatum. They told me they wanted me back and they wanted me to return back to the office. But this was at the end of 2020. I was currently living back in Australia working remotely. I had a partner, a puppy, renovating a van, and we were moving into summer. The flights back would have been thousands, and I remember packing my bags, stressing, worrying about how I was going to achieve all these things, how I was going to pay for all these things. And then I took a step back and I went, I don't have to do this. This isn't something I need to do. So I took a big deep breath, told them I wasn't returning, and I handed in my resignation. I felt free for once. I felt this weight off my shoulders. I didn't know where I was going, what I was doing, and I had 4 weeks to figure out where I was going next, what I was doing, and I had my partner by my side. Only days after handing in my resignation, my partner actually left. Not only was I now living at home, unemployed, with no job and no direction in life, my partner, who I'd planned so much with, had completely left. I remember waking up and just thinking, I need something to drink. And I went, hold on a second. We've done this before. We've done the negative coping. We know it doesn't work. So why continue? Why try it again? Let's see what's out there. That doesn't involve drinking, doesn't involve partying, doesn't involve taking anything away from me, but it adds to me. And slowly, inch by inch, I started finding my voice, finding how important sleep was, nutrition, movement, and everything in between. Now I'm lucky to be in a position where I've helped over 1,000 people deal with their own stress, their own burnouts, life direction and more. And if you're wanting any help, click the link below or reach out to me directly. I'm happy to help. But through all that understanding and those lessons, I realized there are 5 things that I took away from my burnout that defined success in a different light for me. The first off, which so many people have spoken into, is that success won't make you happy. You're always looking for the next thing, the next promotion, the next job. You're never ever satisfied. I thought getting my dream job in London was going to fulfill me to the max, but it didn't. Fulfillment comes from your actions, your place in the world, your place in society, how you treat others. And happiness doesn't come from something external, it's internal. Nobody can make you happy but yourself. Your actions, your choices, these things accumulate to happiness. What's misery? If you're struggling and unsure, get a pen and a piece of paper out and review what your actions are doing. Are they positive or are they negative? Are they making you happier or are they making you sadder? Every time you reach for a beer, are you doing it out of happiness or misery and sadness? The second lesson I learned was success can mean 2 different things. Success for yourself and success for yourself for others. For so many people, we choose our jobs, we stay in certain areas of the world, We do things not for ourselves, but for others. We try to make other people happy. We never prioritize ourselves. You have to sit back and question, am I doing what I want? Or am I doing what people have told me that I need to do? We're told from a young age to follow the grain. It's nearly laid out for us. You go to school, you go to college, you get a job, you have a house and family and kids, and then you die. But there's no passion, there's no excitement. We don't grow up wanting to do this. We grow up wanting to write a book or climb the tallest mountain in the world. But for so many people, we just get to a stage where we get comfortable, complacent, and we just don't know any different. So if you're struggling, take a step back. Review if your life is yours or if your life is constructed by people around you. Is the success your success or is it somebody else's? The third lesson I learned, which probably in hindsight was the first, was that success is not worth your health. The late nights, the terrible food, the terrible coping, the binge drinking, the lack of movement, the lack of exercise, the lack of sunshine, all these things come into play. We are just big house plants. We need movement, we need sunshine. And for so many of us, chasing that almighty dollar, we would sacrifice everything to get it. But then in reverse, we then jeopardize all the money we made to fix whatever issue we've got. If we take the time to deal with our problems, to move, to exercise, to eat well, not only will that help us now, but it will help the future version of ourselves. I see so many people working the 9-to-5 job who have terrible coping strategies, doing terrible things just to deal with the stress of their job. The question you always have to ask is the stress worth it? So many of us see the fancy jobs, the $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 per annum jobs, and we envy them. We think that that's what we want to be, that's what we want to do. But with that price bracket comes the stress, comes the worry, comes the late nights, the phone calls on the weekend, and everything in between. Would you rather earn $100,000 a year, but work 80 hours a week, or work 40 hours and earn $50,000? It's more or less the same amount of money for the same amount of work, besides you're doubling your workload. So that means you're probably not coping that well. But this leads me into lesson 4. Success looks different for different people. In our society, in our consumerism, capitalist society, if you're earning a large amount of money, that means you've made it. But that's not success. Success could be waking up without a panic attack. Success could be taking your kids to school, cooking a healthy meal. We're conditioned to think success is money, but that's just not the case. When I first got my job, I was like, I'm so excited to earn this money to be able to afford to pay for a nice house and get these cars and do all these things and go on these holidays. And then I quickly realized, oh, I don't have enough time off. I leave too late and I get home too late. So I won't be able to pick my kids up from school. And I won't really be able to enjoy the house I have because I'm just going to be using it to sleep. I commute an hour and a half every day. That's 3 hours of my life every day to just commuting. The maths wasn't mathing. I've moved away from wanting big house and shiny objects to wanting time with the people I love. And I know it sounds cheesy, but it's the truth. I want to be the father that can pick their son up from school, take them to whatever sport they choose. For me, that is being successful. Having time with the people that we love, doing the things that we love, outside of the work. And I'm grateful that I enjoy the work that I do with the people that I have. It's an absolute cherry on the top. But am I doing this for money? Am I doing this for fame? Am I doing this for anything in between? No, I'm doing this to help others. And if I can pay my rent and live my life, that's an absolute cherry on the cake. Success is internal, not external. We see those people all the time, working themselves to the bone. We think they must be successful, they must be happy, but they're two different things. The only way for you to feel successful is if you feel successful. It feels really stupid to say that. Because success changes for everyone. That means no one can tell us if we're successful or not, besides ourselves. If we don't feel successful, that's our issue, nobody else's. No amount of money or accolades or achievement can fill that void if you're struggling. That's why so many people earn the money they want, and then they want the next thing, and the next thing, and the greed overtakes them. You are your own worst enemy and your best friend. You need to cut yourself slack. You need to take your own advice. For so many people, we can dish it out, give advice to people about their own physical health, mental health, and everything in between. They should break up with that person. They should get together with that person. But when it comes back to us, we never listen to ourselves. So you need to make sure that you remember, Success won't make you happy. Success is not worth your health. Success can look different from person to person. Success can also be different and challenging because you're trying to achieve somebody else's version of success. And lastly, remember that success is internal, not external, and you're in control of it. You're the keeper of your own jail cell. And if you're struggling and you're needing some help, reach out to me, click the first link in the description. I've helped over 1,000 people with burnout, stress, and everything in between. And if you're not too sure if you are burnt out, there's the quiz below. It's 2 minutes, it's absolutely free. Give you some pointers and a score out of 100. Because at the end of the day, your health, happiness, and life should be priority, not the almighty dollar. And if you're needing extra help, I've got heaps of videos that can help you with that, all across my channel, all across my platforms. And if you have any questions, just put them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video and you want more of these, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help us out. And I hope you have a great day.